everyone. I want to welcome you all on the behalf of Ludhiana College of Engineering and Technology. Now we will quickly begin with the control statements and in order to begin with the control statements, first of all we'll open this notepad and here we are starting with the control statement. So first of all, for that we need a class. After that, here you can first then you have to add the main method, that is public static void main, and don't forget to add the parameters that are string args. Okay, so here you will be starting with the if else condition. Now what actually the if else is, let's say we have two numbers. The value of a is let's say we have two numbers, that is int a comma b, and I'm giving the value to a as 10 and I'm giving the value of b as 20. Okay, now I want to check out of these two which of the number is greater and which one is smaller. So for that I can use the if else condition. So if in if bracket you have to mention a condition. So let's say I want to check if a is less than b, so we will print, so the statement for print is system dot out dot print ln, and here you will simply type whatever you want to print. So I'll here want to print b is greater. Okay, so in the same way, if you want to print, if let's say if a is greater, so what we can do, so after this you can use the else statement. So in else you don't need to mention any condition. Else means if this is not true, then what will happen. Okay, so here you can simply print, instead of this you can print this thing which says a is greater. Okay, so you have to now save this program. First of all, sorry, I haven't given a name to it, so I'm giving the name as control statement. So you can say control statement. Okay, so save this program with the same name that you have given over here. So you can mention the name over here and save it with the extension .java. Okay, now just go to your command prompt and we'll quickly try this program. And here we will type so here we will type, first of all we'll go to the desktop as we did in the previous one. Okay, so here you have to mention whatever the file name is. So we will type compile the Java program which names control statement. You have to type the correct spelling. First of all you have to make sure, and then you have to type .java and press enter. So you can see there is no problem. If there would be any problem, it will show you the error as well, but as it is not showing me any sort of error, means whatever the program I have written, that is perfect. Okay, so here now you have to interpret the program. So for that simply type java space control statement and press enter. So as you press enter, you can see the number b is greater than a. Suppose the number here the number is 40 and here the number is 20. So you can also check the vice versa of the same. First of all compile this program, and after compiling simple interpret it. Now you can see instead of b it will show me that a is greater. Now we are going to move to the looping statements. What this loop statement means, we have some value and we want to print print this similar kind of statement more than once. Suppose you have to print the counting from 1 to 100. Instead of typing 1 to 100, what we can do, we can use the statements for that. Okay, we can use the looping statements for that. So we'll quickly look on to that as well. So I'll simply say we will here use the while condition. So while I'm saying I simply want to print sorry 100 times. Okay, so what I can do, first of all I'll check whether the value of a is less than equal to 100 or not. Okay, till the value of a is less than 100 or equal to 100, just print whatever I want to print. Okay, so let's say I want to print, let's say here I want to print I am sorry. Okay, so let's say this is what you want to print, so I'll need only this one. So here let's say I'm giving the value as 1. Okay, so as I save this program, so let me quickly check. Yes, so as I'll save this program and try to run this, you will see this I am sorry will print 100 times, so you can check as well. Okay, so compile this program first of all. You can see there's no problem. After this, interpret it. You can see the sorry has been written 100 times. Okay, so this is what we have to perform. Okay, so this is the basic way to do this thing. Okay, now there was some problem, so that because of which this program doesn't even stop. It was in a continuous loop, because as I have given the value of 1, so 1 would be every time. So if I want to print it exactly 100 times, what I will do, firstly it will print this I am sorry, and then it will increment a by 1. Okay, so which means, and this a plus plus means every time this thing has been done, just increment a by 1. Okay, so now I'm saving it. So instead of 100, we'll check it with 10. Okay, so I'll simply try to run this program. So for this, first of all I need to go to desktop, as I have closed this window. So now here you will type java c space control statement dot java. As you press enter, you can see there is no issue with the program. So now you will enter java space again this control statement, and from here you can remove it as well, because we need only this much thing. And as you press enter, you can say it is okay. So we'll try something else. So here we will check a equals to sorry for the same. So here you have to type a equals to a plus 1. So save it. Now try to compile this program. It is running in the infinite loop, so we have to open it again. So go to command prompt, and here simply first of all go to desktop, and here simply type the name of your program, that is control statement dot java, and here there should be no space among these, and then press enter. So now simply type java space the name of your this thing. So here what we can do, simply type java and press enter. Now you can see it is print only 10 times. Okay, so in this way this will work. Moving to the next, we are going to work with the while loop. If I'm talking about now we are going to talk about the for loop. If you are working with the while loop, you can see you have to initialize the number somewhere else, you have to check the condition somewhere else, and you have to increment that number somewhere else. But if I'm using the for loop, all these 3 tasks can be achieved with a single statement only. So let's see how you can do that. In case of for loop, how you can do it. So you have to use the for keyword, and here you will say int a. Okay, so here you are initializing the value as integer a. Now you will give the you will check the condition of a. That means if a is less than or equals to 10, here it is checking the condition, and at last it will increment the number. So now we are going to run this program. So to run this program, you have to go to the command prompt first of all. So here you will type the name of the program. First of all, we'll compile this program by giving its name. So the name of my program is control statement. So here I have to press enter. So I have mentioned some wrong spelling over here, so I have to correct those spellings. So the spellings are control statement, and as again some problem is there. Sorry, I have forget to enter the desktop first of all. So go over there and then try with this thing. Okay, so we'll try Java C space control statement. Let me check the spelling as well. So yes, my spellings were correct. So I'll simply type .java and then I'll press enter. Now you can see there is no problem with my program. Then I'll try with the after this I'll interpret this program. So simply type the name of the program, then press enter. So again there is some problem, I guess. Yes, I have forget to mention the name correctly. So the spellings are like this. After that press enter. So you can see this particular string has been printed 10 times. Now what we are going to do, we are going to start with the class where we will use the multiple classes, that is the class more than one. So how you can do it, let's say I'm giving the class name as A, and here I am adding two variables, that two of integer type, that is integer A comma B, and I'm assigning some values to them as well. So here I'm assigning the value as 20 to A and 40 to B. Now what I want, I'll create, now I'm going to tell you to how you can create a method in the Java as well. So first of all, you have to give the type of the method, then you have to give the name of the method. So let's say the name of my method is sum method. So here I'll give all the information regarding this method. So let's say here I want to do is I want to take a variable with the name integer sum, and what this sum will carry, this sum will carry out the addition of two numbers, that is A plus B. So then I want to simply print out, okay, so that is system dot out dot println. So I simply want to print the sum of these two numbers. Okay, so I'm doing this by using two classes. Okay, so here I'm simply going to first of all type the sum is, and here I'll print the value of sum variable. Okay, so then I'll be creating a new class. Okay, so name of my class here will be multi C or multi. So here I'll add the main method. So first of all, to type the main method, the syntax is public static void main. So here you have to pass the arguments, that is of string type, and I'm currently giving the name as A. Afterwards, what I'm going to do, I'll simply create the object of the previous class. So in order to create the object of the previous class, just type the name of the class, that is capital A. Now give the name of the object. Let's say the object name is obj. Now you have to use the new keyword, and here you have to use that name of the class as well. Again, pass these two brackets, then enter semicolon. Now with the help of this object, I'm going to call this method. So how we can do that? Simply use sum. You have to use the dot operator in order to call that method with this particular object. So name of my object is obj. Now I have to give the name of the method, that is sum method. After this, now I'm going to save it. In order to save this program, you have to make sure one thing, the name of the program would be the name of the class which actually contain the main method. So here the name of the class would be multi. So I'll simply give the name as multi. First of all, one more thing that you have to make change, the name of the class should be in capital. It will not give me any error, but they are syntax, so we have to follow them. Okay, so simply type multi then dot java, simple. Okay, so try to save it. Now you can see my program is saved over here. Now I'll try to run it on the command prompt. So I'll go to the command prompt, and here I'll go to java desktop. Now here I'll try to run this program having name as multi.java. So for this purpose, what I'm going to do, so I'll simply type java c space multi.java and press enter. You can see it is showing me some sort of error, that it says that some sort of identifier should be required. So I'll quickly go open the notepad and check where the problem is. So the program name is multi.java. So I'll try to open this. So we can see there is some problem with these two. So we'll quickly check what actually the problem we are facing now. So simply give the type of this integer. So let's say again give the type of this integer. So I'll simply save it. Now I'll create a method over here. So in sum a plus b. So here I'll print the sum value. Now class multi, yes, everything is done. Now I'll go over here and try to run my program. So you can see now it is working fine. Now what I'll do, I'll try to interpret the same program. So in order to do that, I'll simply type java space multi, and as I press enter, you can see it will show me the result. Okay, so in this way you can use a class and a method. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much everyone. That's all for today. Hope you have liked this lecture, and if you have liked this lecture, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.